Colourpop No Filter collection. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Okay, so I had already filmed this video and I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm going to do it kind of different, and let me know what you guys think. Before I get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to push a little notification bell so you guys are notified when I upload new videos. So we're just going to go ahead and dive on in. Colourpop launched a new foundation June 16th, I believe, and it included a concealer and also powder. Now, I don't know if they were launched together. I don't remember. I don't think they were, but I don't remember. But I was really excited because there was 42 shades. It's cruelty free. You can recycle the bottles, which is really good, so they're environmentally friendly. And I wanted to try a good foundation that was not as expensive as my Clinique. I wanted to try a very affordable foundation, and I use high-end foundations. You guys know this. I've had since I've started my channel, but I wanted to try something more affordable, and a lot of drugstore foundations are actually more expensive than this foundation is. And the only other foundation that I know of that's actually cheaper is e.l.f. And I'm not a huge e.l.f. fan, if I'm completely honest. I'm not a huge fan. So I was like, ooh, I wanted to try this. So on the website, when I ordered the foundation, there was a menu of like 5 or 6 foundations. Like there was Maybelline and some higher end brands, and they would color match you if you knew what your shade was with those foundations. My foundation was not listed, my higher end foundation. So I just kind of went on a whim, and I knew with my Clinique it's a little too dark for me, so I knew I need to go at least a shade up, so I tried my best to do that, and it's extremely hard on the internet. So because I usually will go into a store and be color matched, you can't do that with this. So I did my best, but I think it's really cool that they're trying to color match you based on a foundation you can find in the drugstore. Like, I think that's really cool. So if you do not have that specific foundation, what I would suggest you do is go to your local drugstore, Target, Walmart, find that a specific foundation and color match yourself to that foundation, and then put that into the Colourpop, and then will be. That way it's easier for you to color match if they don't have your specific foundation on the list. So we're just going to get right into my review of the Colourpop foundation. First of all, I like the price point. It's $12. You cannot go wrong. That's pretty affordable. Second of all, I like that it's in a glass bottle. I like that it has a pump packaging wise. This is not a full coverage foundation, so if you're looking for a full coverage, this is not it. This is buildable, but it's still a very natural BB cream-like coverage from what I have observed. So if you're looking for a full coverage, this is not it. This is not going to cover any real acne, like big acne scars or under your eye. Like, that's just not, it's just not going to do that. At least not for me. It doesn't do that for me. It's very liquidous. It's not a thick formula. And I have a lot of rosy tones in my cheeks, and it took me 2 coats, and then it didn't really conceal it. Like, you can tell. So I like that natural look, which is actually why I purchased this foundation, because my Clinique can feel kind of thick in the summer because of where I live. It gets really hot, humid, muggy, and that makes me feel so gross when I wear it in the summer. So that's actually why I got this foundation, because I don't like that feeling, and this doesn't have that. It's very liquidous and it's very blendable, and so it doesn't feel sticky, thick, and gross, which is really cool. Let's see what else. Like I said, it's very blendable, which is really good. I used a brush to apply it. I did not use the beauty blender, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference in the coverage. It might. I don't know. I particularly, for some reason, I use a brush more than I used my beauty blender. So I only used my brush is what I'm trying to get at. So my overall review and rating of this, it's great for the price point. It's great if you're wanting a no makeup day. This would be great for you. It acts like a BB cream to me. and it's buildable coverage, but it's not going to be a full coverage foundation. And I like that it's cruelty free and it's in a glass bottle. So that's about it on the foundation. I do recommend it if you're wanting a no makeup day, because I think that's what this is aimed at, is the no filter. However, it's not a full coverage foundation from what I've observed when I applied it. And it applied very smoothly, very flawlessly, but it's not, I don't think it's a high full coverage foundation. So then I got the concealer. This is in shade 06, Fair 06. And I liked the applicator because it's very similar to something that I already have, so I'm already familiar with it. Very flat, and it gets into my huge eye area. I have a love-hate relationship with this concealer, unfortunately. I was really excited about it, but it did not exceed my expectations. So I have very blue veins under my eyes when I get really tired. And I mean, I work a lot. I work very long hours, and it didn't conceal that. And maybe that's not what it's formulated for. Maybe that's just a consumer error on my part. I don't know. But when I was putting it under my eyes, that blue vein, I could not get it to cover it. And my Urban Decay one covers that, and my foundation covers it. So this didn't do that. It's great for brightening up the under eye, which is what I actually wanted it for, but you can still see the blue vein under the eye. So it's not a full coverage concealer. If that's what you're wanting, this is not going to give that to you. It took me 2 coats and I still could not get full coverage under the eye. So with that, I would have to kind of rate it a little lower, just because it didn't fully cover what I was wanting it to cover. And maybe that's a consumer error on my part. But they had a lot of shades, and for not being able to color match, it did brighten under my eyes. So for that, I'll say yes, it did what I actually wanted it to do, but it did not conceal the blue veins under my eyes. So it's kind of a hit or miss with me. So it's kind of a love-hate relationship. I'll just have to play with it more and see. That's just what I saw when I first put it on. So for your no makeup day, this would be perfect. If that's what you're actually wanting it for, yes, by all means, try it. But for me, it was a hit and miss. And again, with like the foundation, the only way you're going to know if you like it is if you try it. So that's what I did. So the concealer, I'm kind of on the fence. I just have to use it more to see what I like. So moving on to the last product of the collection that I got. This is the No Filter Setting Powder, and this is in translucent. And I like getting translucent powders because I don't have to worry about it matching my skin tone. I don't have to worry about all of that. So I love the translucent powder in any brand that I buy. And I currently was using the Makeup Forever HD, as you guys know, so I wanted to try something more affordable. By the way, I don't know if this is $6 or $9. I don't remember how much this was. So with the translucent powder, I think this was $9. I don't remember. I love this powder. It's mattifying, and it just blends into the skin really nicely. It's like butter going into your skin. It was very easy to blend. It didn't. It took the shine away, and my foundation hasn't moved. And I would highly recommend the powder. I would recommend it in translucent. They do have other options, but I like the translucent one, just personal preference. But when I put it under the eyes, it brightened my eyes even more. It's kept my foundation in place, and I just really enjoy it. And it's a great drugstore option. So if that's something you're looking for, 10 out of 10, I do recommend the translucent powder. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about has nothing to do with the collection. I just was really excited about this, and this is about first impression, so I thought I would do first impression of this. So this is the Colourpop Amber Crystal Setting Spray. It's in a glass bottle, which is really cool. This stuff's amazing. It smells really good. It's a very fresh, light scent. When I sprayed it, I noticed my skin just soaked it up, and it didn't leave it greasy. It didn't have to take forever to dry, which my e.l.f. one does. It takes a long time to dry. It mattified me, which was really cool, and it felt so refreshing on the skin, and it just melted my makeup into my skin, and I think that's part of the reason why it looks nice on camera. And yeah, I would highly recommend this. It was $6 for this setting spray. It was $6. It smells nice and it does its job. And I like that I can recycle the bottle. As a consumer, keeping our environment clean and doing my part is really important to me, and it's cruelty free, so that's really cool. So yeah, I would highly recommend this amber spray if you can get your hands on it. So overall with the collection, it was a hit and miss with me. I really like the foundation for my no makeup days, or when I don't want full coverage. When I do want full coverage, unfortunately, I'm gonna go back to my Clinique, because that gives me the best full coverage I have ever used. So if you're in the market for a full coverage foundation, try the Beyond Perfecting from Clinique. Like, it is absolutely, it's phenomenal, and I've used it for a year solid. The concealer was probably the biggest disappointment to me, just because I was expecting a little more. And again, maybe it's a consumer error, but it didn't conceal all that I was wanting it to. But it did melt into the skin, and it is buildable. So if that's something that you're into, you're really going to like the concealer. The powder, love, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. So if you want to get anything out of this, I would get the translucent powder. And for the setting spray, I really enjoy it. You will enjoy it too. If I had to recommend, if I would have to say anything else, it would be, the only way you're going to know if you like it is if you try it. And because it's so affordable, you're not really losing much money if you don't like it. So I would say go ahead and try it and see what you guys think. You actually might really like it. I do like the foundation, and I like the translucent powder, and I do kind of like the concealer, but again, I'm going to have to play with it and kind of see what I really don't or do like about it, and I will do another video on it just to kind of update you guys on how I feel about it. The brush stole the show. This is an amazing brush. Again, it is the F16. If this is for single cell, buy it. It is amazing. It is so soft. It's not shedding. It has different levels of bristle, and it just gets right in there. You can just light strokes, no brush strokes. It was fabulous. So get the brush. It was absolutely amazing. So that concludes the video. I will be doing an updated video on the products just to see if I figured out how to use it better, or if it did more than I originally saw. I will do basically a part 2 for you guys. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. And again, don't forget to subscribe and push the notification bell. If you have any questions about this Colourpop collection, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll catch you in my next video.